Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is I, StevieStrow, the original gamer, and I'm really excited to show you one of many games from my childhood. This particular game is called Canyon Climber. This game was a direct ripoff of Donkey Kong, and this was very popular back in the old days of arcade games. A lot of game systems were not able to get the licensing to create original copies of official games on their systems. So what a lot of companies did is they made knockoff games. They made games that looked like the arcade game, that played similar, but they changed a few things, gave it a different name to avoid a lawsuit, and it was really, really popular. This one, as a matter of fact, was so popular that it was actually became its own official title, and this game was licensed and ported to many different computer systems. So Canyon Climber became its own title. But let's make no mistake, this game was completely derived and ripped off from Donkey Kong, and you'll see here in just a second. Let's see what this game was all about. We're looking at the first level here. The first level of this game looks very much like the second level of Donkey Kong, where you had the pop to rivets. Now, because the game is called Canyon Climber, it's got this outdoor kind of Arizona theme where you're in the wild wilderness, the Wild West. So this is basically I just got killed by the goat. Instead of fireballs, they're goats. So on this canyon here, there are like mountain goats are your enemies. And the object here is to place TNT charges on all sides of the bridge, all the way from here to the top, and then to detonate them to clear the level and make it to the next level. And I've almost done that. You got to look out for these goats, and the goats will turn around sometimes and get you. So there's going to be one behind me. Jump. He just turned around again. They're sneaky, those little goats. He's going to come up behind me. Okay, now hopefully he'll keep on his trajectory. I can jump over him, though he turned around. But now we detonate. We just finished our first round. Okay, the second round looks almost identical to the first stage of Donkey Kong, where you have these kind of elevated platforms with ladders, as you can see here. And instead of it being barrels, what you have here are Native Americans shooting arrows at you to dodge. But the level is identical to Donkey Kong. And you get to the top, you've cleared the level. The third and final stage, again, very canyon oriented. And I died. Okay, boo. Well, we will start again. Okay, the third one is very canyon oriented, and I guess is supposed to be similar to the elevator stage of the original Donkey Kong. I'm not sure. But we'll see if we can clear all three levels, all three rounds, and see if we can loop the system. So we're almost finished our first level here. This was a fun little game. I've spent more than a few hours playing this game, and I'm playing it now. It seems very simple, very basic to me, but even back in the day as a young kid, and as this being a relatively new video game, it did seem to present some challenges to us. Okay, the cool thing is I can kind of hang over the ledge and not get killed by the goats. Another thing about this computer system is that this computer system did not have real, what were known as sprites. And a sprite is a way for an object to be put on the screen, and also to tell if that object collides with another object or makes contact with another object. So all the graphics and everything were done using software, and the ability to detect if you're in a certain position, the ability to detect if you've actually touched a lever, that also was done through software, and it wasn't perfect. So every now and then there was a glitch where you thought you touched something, but the software didn't register that connection, and it didn't go as planned. So now this is the third and final round of this system. I am jumping. I'm climbing ladders, and the birds are basically dropping what I'm assuming is poo on you. So you have to dodge the bird poo, or maybe they're dropping rocks. I like to think of it as poo. It's more humorous to me to think of it that way. And now we're going to see if we can make it to the top. I made it to the top, and guess what happens? A goat knocks me down. I'm back to the bottom of the canyon. We start all three boards all over again. However, they're now a little bit faster. You're going to see that on some levels there are two goats instead of one. The goats get a little smarter, a little faster. And so the more you play this and the more you cycle through these screens, you will start to have your difficulty increased on you. And I think I'm almost dead here, and that's fine because I've had just about as much of this game as I can take. But let's just see for grins and giggles here if I can finish this board one more time, and I cannot. So that was it. That was a preview of Canyon Climber from 1982. This was a fun little game that I played on my home computer that was known as the TRS-80 Color Computer, or the Coco as we called it back then. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up and throw me out some comments and let me know what you thought of this game. My name is the original gamer StevieStrow. I hope you enjoyed this preview of a classic computer game from 1982, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.